Do you ever wonder why some people seem to have it all figured out, while others struggle to keep up? The difference often lies in discipline. Imagine a world-class athlete, breaking records and earning accolades, or a renowned scientist, making groundbreaking discoveries that change the way we understand the universe. What sets these individuals apart is not just talent or intelligence, but a relentless commitment to discipline. Discipline is the bedrock upon which all success is built. It's the silent partner in every achievement, the unsung hero in every triumph. Discipline is what keeps us on track when distractions beckon, what pushes us to keep going when fatigue sets in, what drives us to strive for more when complacency would be easier. Consider the athlete, up before dawn every day, training for hours while others sleep. The scientist, poring over data late into the night, sacrificing weekends and holidays in pursuit of the next breakthrough. These individuals don't reach the pinnacle of their fields by chance or by talent alone. They get there through discipline, through a steadfast dedication to their craft that eclipses all else. Discipline is not just about control, though. It's about potential. It's about taking the raw materials of talent and ambition and forging them into something extraordinary. Discipline is the flame that tempers the steel of our potential, turning it into a tool that can cut through any obstacle in our path. We often think of discipline as a chore, as something burdensome. But in truth, discipline is liberating. It frees us from the tyranny of the immediate, from the temptations that would pull us off course. It frees us to pursue our true passions, to chase our biggest dreams, to become the best versions of ourselves. So, let's not shirk from discipline. Let's not see it as a burden to bear, but as a tool to wield. Let's embrace discipline and see where it can take us. Because in the end, discipline is not just about control, it's about possibilities. It's about reaching beyond what we thought we were capable of and discovering just how much we can truly achieve. Discipline, it seems, is not just about control. It's about harnessing your own potential. Scene script. Yet we all have weaknesses, don't we? They lurk in the shadows, ready to strike when we're at our most vulnerable. Now let's delve into the concept of weakness, the silent saboteur that can hinder our progress in dramatic ways. If left unchecked, it can be like a chain, binding us, restricting our movement towards our goals, our dreams, our true potential. Imagine, if you will, a talented young musician. She's gifted with a voice that can make even the toughest of hearts melt. Yet she has a weakness, a lack of discipline. She's tempted by distractions, and instead of practicing her scales, she spends her time scrolling through social media or watching TV shows. Days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and before she knows it, she's no longer the rising star she once was. Her voice, once a powerful instrument, now sounds rusty, untrained. Opportunities slip through her fingers like grains of sand. Why? Because she let her weakness take control. She allowed her lack of discipline to dictate her actions, and as a result, she failed to achieve her goals. Her weakness, her lack of discipline, became her downfall. But let's not be too harsh. After all, we all have our weaknesses. The key, however, is not to let these weaknesses define us or control us. We must acknowledge them, confront them, and ultimately overcome them. Weaknesses are like hurdles on a racetrack. They're there, they're real. But what do athletes do? They don't stop running just because there's a hurdle in their way. No, they leap over them. They keep going, they keep pushing, they keep striving. And that's what we should do when faced with our weaknesses. Remember, our weaknesses are a part of us, but they don't have to define us. We can choose to be defined by our strength, our resilience, our discipline instead. Weakness, as we see, can cripple us, but only if we allow it to. You and only you have the power to reject weakness and embrace discipline. But what if I told you that your weaknesses are not your downfall, but your greatest opportunity for growth? Imagine a world where everyone's weaknesses were turned into their greatest strengths. A world where every stumble, every fall, every failure was nothing more than a stepping stone to success. Sounds like a utopia, doesn't it? But let me assure you, it's not as far-fetched as it might seem. You see, the key to this transformation, the magic ingredient, if you will, is discipline. It's not a shiny, glamorous, or even particularly fun word, but it's powerful. It's a force that can change your life, and it all starts with changing your perspective on weakness. Take, for instance, Jack. Jack was a chronic procrastinator. He'd put things off until the last minute, rush through them, and often the results were less than stellar. He was stuck in a vicious cycle, his weakness holding him in its grip. But then he decided to change. He decided to embrace discipline. Jack started by setting small, achievable goals. He broke his tasks down into manageable chunks. He made a schedule and stuck to it, no matter what. He replaced his old habits with new, productive ones. And over time, something incredible happened. Jack's weakness, his procrastination, started to fade. In its place came productivity, efficiency, and success. Jack went on to become a successful entrepreneur, all because he chose to fight his weakness with discipline. And here's the thing, Jack is not an anomaly. He's not a superhero or a genius. He's just an ordinary guy who decided to take control of his weakness, to confront it with discipline. And if Jack can do it, so can you. So I ask you again, what if your weaknesses are not your downfall, but your greatest opportunity for growth? What if discipline is the key to unlock that growth? It's clear that overcoming weakness isn't about elimination, it's about transformation. So how can one cultivate this all-powerful discipline? It's a journey, not a destination. Let's embark on this journey together, step by step, seeking the path that leads to a disciplined life. It begins with small, manageable changes in your daily habits. Picture this, instead of hitting the snooze button every morning, you wake up at the first alarm. This small shift in your routine is a testament to your willpower, a stepping stone on the path to discipline. Imagine another scenario. You're fond of sweets, but you decide to limit your sugar intake. Initially, it might seem difficult, but with time, your taste buds adapt, your cravings lessen, and eventually, you overcome your sweet tooth. This simple act of restraint is an exercise in discipline. Or consider this, you have a pile of work to do, but you're tempted to procrastinate. In a disciplined life, you tackle the work head-on, breaking it down into manageable tasks and completing them one by one. You're not just getting your work done, you're training your mind to stay focused and resist distractions. These daily habits, as mundane as they may seem, are the building blocks of discipline. They train your mind and body to resist immediate gratification in favor of long-term benefits. They teach you the value of consistency, patience, and resilience. Moreover, discipline is not about depriving yourself of pleasures or living a monastic life. It's about making conscious choices, having control over your actions, and not being a slave to your impulses. It's about finding a balance, setting boundaries, and respecting those boundaries. Lastly, don't be disheartened by setbacks. Remember that discipline is not about perfection, but progress. Even the most disciplined individuals have their moments of weakness. What sets them apart is their ability to pick themselves up, learn from their mistakes, and persist. So, start today. Take that first step, make that small change. Embrace the challenge, and watch as the power of discipline transforms your life. And remember, the journey towards discipline is a marathon, not a sprint. Imagine standing on the peak of your potential. The view is breathtaking, isn't it? Take a moment to let that sink in. Picture yourself at the pinnacle of your capabilities, having conquered all your weaknesses and feeling the sweet taste of triumph. This is where discipline can take you. And it's not just about reaching the top. It's about staying there and continuing to grow, to evolve, to become better than you were yesterday. Let's recap the journey we've embarked on today. We've seen the immense power of discipline, its ability to shape lives, and its capability to turn dreams into reality. Discipline is not just a tool, it's a lifestyle, a choice you make every day to be better, to do better. We've also delved into the struggle of weakness, how it can hold us back from reaching our true potential. Weakness is not a life sentence. It's an obstacle that can be overcome, a challenge to be faced head-on. And the key to conquering this challenge? You guessed it right, discipline. We've then explored the transformative power of discipline, how it can turn weaknesses into strengths, how it enables us to rise above our limitations, and how it paves the way for success. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. It's the driving force that propels us forward, even when the going gets tough. Finally, we've embarked on the journey towards discipline. It's not an easy path. It's laden with challenges and setbacks. But the rewards at the end of this journey, they're worth every bit of struggle, every ounce of effort. And now, here we are, at the pinnacle of triumph. The view from here is indeed breathtaking, but remember, this is just the beginning. The journey of discipline, of self-improvement, it never ends. There's always room to grow, to evolve, to reach new heights. So, reject weakness, embrace discipline, and unlock the beauty and strength you are capable of. Take the first step today and every day after that.